Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique. If you're new, welcome. You may also want to check out my main tarot channel, Moon Moth Goddess, where I do have a bunch of other pick a card readings posted into playlists for you guys. For those of you that would like to book a private reading, you can find my email down below in the description box. Just send me an email and I will provide you on more information on booking readings as well as other services with me. So today's pick a card reading, we are doing what does your higher self want for you right now? Okay, so it really could be about anything that maybe a message your higher self is trying to get through to you, wants for you maybe to kind of focus on at this time. So we'll just see whatever it is that does come through. What does your higher self want for you right now? Okay, so we do have a Smokey Quartz. We have a Chalcopyrite, I believe. And then we have a Dalmatian Jasper. Okay, so I am going to be using Mystic Star Magic's Mystical Sight Oracle, which I will put her Etsy link for this deck below for you guys, for those of you that want to purchase it. But we are going to be choosing one of the cards here from this deck to help you guys with choosing your pile today. If you do feel drawn to more than one pile, that is perfectly okay for today's reading. So let's start pulling some cards here for you guys. So let's focus for pile one with the Smokey Quartz. What does your higher self want for you right now? What does your higher self want for you? Okay, so we have listen for pile number one. Listen. And I don't know, maybe your higher self is like, listen to me. Listen to the messages I'm giving you. Okay. Let's see pile two. Chalcopyrite in the center. What does your higher self want for you right now? Destruction. Okay, so there is like a, looks like a dragon, but we'll take a closer look. So maybe this is letting something go. Who knows? We'll get into it. Pile number three with the Dalmatian Jasper. What does your higher self want for you right now? Divine timing. Okay, so maybe, who knows, maybe waiting for something, trusting, having patience. We'll see. Okay, so those are our choices for today. So let's see, pile one, we've got this mermaid here. There's a bird coming in too. We've got that with Smokey Quartz, with listen. Pile number two, we have your Chalcopyrite with destruction, with this, looks like a dragon, a fire dragon. That's for pile two. And then pile number three is going to be divine timing with the Dalmatian Jasper. Okay, so pause the video if you do need a little bit more time to meditate on the artwork, the keyword, the crystal, whatever you feel is drawing you in the most. Like I said, if you do feel drawn to more than one pile for today's reading, that is perfectly okay with the context of our question today. What does your higher self want for you right now? Okay. Pile one with listen with the Smokey Quartz, pile two with destruction and the Chalcopyrite, and then pile number three with divine timing and the Dalmatian Jasper. Timestamps will be down below. Pause the video if you need more time, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile one. So those of you that resonated with this mermaid card, listen. As I said, there looks like there's this little bird coming in here to give some kind of a message here. So Your higher self is really wanting for you to pay attention, okay? Animals, signs, synchronicities could be communicating with you even through nature. I'm seeing how she's kind of sitting out here on the rocks in front of the ocean. So a lot of that is about you listening to the voice of your soul, your inner knowing, connecting in with your higher self. Maybe that's through meditation, just stillness, calm, quiet, to the messages your higher self is trying to bring to you. So let's pull some tarot cards and see. Pile number 1. What does your higher self want for you right now? Maybe this will provide some clarity on what it is that maybe your higher self is trying to bring your attention to with listen, right? Okay, let's see. Pile 1. What does your higher self want for you right now? What does your higher self want for you? We've got the 3 of Swords. Okay, the 3 of Swords can talk about pain, suffering, heartache, even, a feeling of disappointment that we have, maybe even over something that's non-love related. But the 3 of Swords is also about healing. Okay, healing. So with listen here, it could be that your higher self is maybe seeing that there is something within you that needs to be healed, that's calling for your attention, for healing, to bring to your awareness. Okay? Let's see what else. What does your higher self want for you right now? Healing from your pain or suffering, or maybe certain thoughts that you might have. We have the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is a card of perseverance, of standing your ground, of setting boundaries, of making it past challenges, adversity, not backing down, not giving up. We also have the 5 of Pentacles energy here. And the 5 of Pentacles is a feeling of lack, a feeling of scarcity, emptiness, void. This can also be abandonment, okay? So those of you that have abandonment wounds, your higher self could be wanting you to listen to what your heart is telling you, or messages that you're receiving, even if you have an abandonment wound from childhood or from a relationship or a lack mentality, a scarcity mindset. There's a need for you to really kind of work on paying attention, again, bring your own awareness to certain things that need healing. And maybe it is the way that we're thinking, right? The way that we're seeing things. So let's see. What does your higher self want for you right now? Pile number 1. The 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So the 7 of Pentacles energy is a process of evaluation, of assessment. This could be where, with who you invest your time, you invest your energy into certain situations. The 7 of Pentacles also calls for patience. Okay, calls for patience, because for many of you, it could be certain things that you work on. Like, let's just say it's your career, and you're working on your career, you're investing your time, your energy, and something hasn't quite manifested fast enough, right? We could be going back and reverting back into this feeling of, oh, well, I don't have enough money, or I'm not feeling like my needs are being met. This is a call for patience, right? And maybe healing those thoughts that you have surrounding maybe feeling a little bit discouraged or disappointing, or feeling like you're being hit with challenge after challenge after challenge. And I'm feeling for many of you, we have the 10 of Pentacles energy here, so which is a beautiful energy. It's about long-term wealth, security, stability, building a legacy. For many of you, this may even be that you're on a path to abundance, or your higher self is trying to lead you towards a path of abundance, and there's a need for you to heal the lack mentality, the lack mindset, or if you have an abandonment wound. because the Ten of Pentacles can also talk about family, legacies. So if you have a cycle of abandonment in your family that you're healing here, that can also be something that your higher self is bringing your attention to be patient with yourself, to be patient with your healing, but also to maybe for some of you learn how to set boundaries with family members, okay? So take it how it resonates. It could be one thing, multiple things that you've got here. Let's see what else. Pile 1. What does your higher self want for you right now? The Eight of Cups. Some of you, I'm just going to say, it may not be for all of you, but some of you may be in a marriage or in a relationship in which you may not be happy in. Your needs may not necessarily be met in that relationship. And so there may be a need for you to walk away from a marriage, a relationship. Okay? It won't be for all of you, but for some of you, I'm definitely seeing that message here. It could even be walking away from certain family situations that are no longer serving you. Okay? Especially if you feel, you know, just because it is a family member, if the vibration is not in alignment with you any longer. Right? A mother, a father, sometimes a child or a parent kind of dynamic that you have. If it's something that's not in alignment, the Eight of Cups is asking you to let go of things or move away from things that are no longer serving you, right? And sometimes it can be like, okay, well, our family is our family. We can't change that. But you can certainly create some boundaries, right? Some of you, it could even be with the Eight of Cups. This could be your higher self wanting for you right now is to walk away from anything that is no longer bringing you happiness, that is no longer bringing you fulfillment. Maybe it's a job that you feel is not paying you enough, that is not making you feel good, right? The Eight of Cups is also about setting out on a journey of discovering the self. Okay? And as we do that, we start to recognize what things we need to release, what things we need to let go of or walk away from. What does your higher self want for you right now? Pile number 1. We have the Moon. We also have the Emperor in reverse. Some of you, this is a lot of subconscious. Okay. I'm getting one message here. Some of you, this is a lot of subconscious generational. How do I want to say this, Spirit? Subconscious, generational, outdated, I will say with the Emperor in reverse, outdated beliefs where you're still holding on to this Five of Pentacles energy. Okay, so those of you that have, like, let's just say generation after generation of a family line where there was lack, there was scarcity, and you were also raised that way to think poverty consciousness. Okay, the Emperor in reverse is when we're holding on to those old systems. So many of you, it can even be a need for you to heal even masculine energy. Okay, healing masculine energy. This could be you learning how to be more assertive. You learning how to really be more disciplined, be more organized, some type of structure, foundation, stability, because we are talking about the Emperor here. The 4s are about stability, okay? So the Emperor in reverse, we can look at this as unstable energy, right? So maybe look at what unstable energy you have surrounding certain needs not being met, or some of you, like I said, quite literally, you can even have those of you that are married and you're unhappily married, I will say, okay? Unhappy relationship, or there's a partner in your life that you, I mean, this could even be a separation. This could be somebody that you've divorced, or that you've even questioned about divorcing, or kind of have that feeling that maybe this person is no longer meant for you. Okay? Specifically those that are going through that. This partner can also be someone who's stuck in that energy, and that may be something that you need to move away from, especially if you've been feeling intuitively with the listen card here, any of these things. Okay? Any of these things. The moon energy can also create confusion, delusion, if we let it go too far. A lot of doubts, a lot of irrational fears. But the moon is also our intuition. And sometimes, yes, it can get a little blocked, a little clouded, to where we not see things clearly. Okay? So, the moon can also talk about a lot of suppressed and repressed feelings and emotions. Those of you that have an ex-partner that you're still healing from, and maybe you feel like, okay, I'm good, I'm healed, but your higher self could be giving you messages here that, hello, pile one, you still have some healing to do. You know, you might still have some healing to do. For some of you, this could have even been with a partner that was very controlling, a partner who has a temper. They may lash out. They may be somebody who is like kind of like abuse of power or authority, meaning that they could have been someone who was mean to you, literally mean to you. I am kind of feeling that, of course, this energy can be a little bit manipulative too. Let's see what else. Let's see. I mean, this could even be father abandonment here. I just noticed that. A father abandonment wound here. Father figure wound that you still have, that you have to heal. Okay? Let's see what else. What does your higher self want for you right now? A parental. Doesn't necessarily have to be a father, but the Emperor is the father archetype. Father, husband, yeah, some of you, this can even be a repressed memories, repressed feelings, emotions of abandonment that you have from a spouse, from a partner, from a father figure, could even be a mother, especially if you were raised by a single parent. Controlling, the Emperor can be controlling. They can be someone who is, how do I want to say that? Like kind of, I mean, because the Emperor does symbolize an authority, right? But then there can be someone who kind of, ooh, this makes me think like toxic masculine energy. So if you had a toxic masculine in your life, or you even were raised by a parent, because this can even be a mom, a mother figure who takes on toxic masculine energy, and they could be abusive. They could be kind of like demoralizing. What is the other word here I'm trying to use? Someone who is, I don't want to say self-loathing, but like someone who's like belittling others, putting other people down. Like, I hope you guys know what I mean. Okay, so just think that kind of energy here. Partner, spouse, father, mother, whoever it is, or abandonment, simply abandonment here. Or you needing to work on healing your masculine energy and learning how to be more assertive, especially for some of you with family members or even a partner, right? Even a partner. If you have a romantic partner that they cross boundaries, you know, and you need to stand up for yourself or walk away. Okay, we have the Fool energy here. The Fool is about taking a leap of faith. It's about new beginnings. It's about keeping yourself open to possibilities. It is a stepping outside of your comfort zone. So some of you, this can also be like if you feel your job, right? The career that you've invested into is no longer serving a purpose or no longer makes you feel happy. Don't be afraid of walking away, okay? You've got your walking away here. Don't worry about all those irrational fears and things like that. This is about you facing adversity, right? And it could be, and maybe it requires you to step outside of the lack mentality to really step into your masculine energy so that you do feel confident enough in yourself, brave enough to take a leap of faith, okay? We do have the Ace of Wands energy, and I'm seeing the King of Wands underneath the deck. So with the King of Wands energy, this could be about you stepping up and taking the lead. It could be about you pursuing your passions, your dreams, your goals, your desires. It's about you becoming empowered and strong. And many of you are very talented creatives. I'm feeling that your higher self is wanting you to pay attention to the divine inspiration. That could be something that is coming through your dreams, okay? That's another message here. What does your higher self want for you right now? Pay attention to your dreams. There's messages in there for you, okay? So try to make a habit of first thing you wake up in the morning, or even if you're someone who kind of wakes up in the middle of the night and you just woke out of a dream, keep a little notepad by your little bedside table or on the floor next to you if you don't have a table, and just write it down. Even just like a quick one word, write it down so that when you come in the morning and you wake up and you're like, wow, what was that dream? What was that trying to say to me? You can look at your little note that you wrote there and maybe it'll kind of refresh your memory. And so that you can kind of put the little pieces together of what spirit is, your higher self is trying to say to you. Okay. But I am feeling with the Ace of Wands here, there are ideas, inspiration that you're receiving. And maybe for some of you, it is helping to lead you towards abundance here, or even a long-term relationship, especially if you're someone who's single, you know, and you're looking for love. This could be helping you to walk away from certain people that you could be dating, or even heartache, right? Or the feeling of lack when it comes to the love. That spirit is trying to help you to invite you to take this inspiration for you to take the lead in your own life, to start directing and focusing that energy towards what your desires are. Okay, it's kind of what I'm getting here. Okay, I'm seeing the Nine of Swords at the bottom. Look at how this spirit is kind of coming in while this person is asleep here. So I'm feeling that your higher self is trying to connect with you when you're sleeping. So super important to pay attention. There's messages here in your dreams that are going to give you clarity, or that are trying to give you some type of clarity. And I feel like for many of you, spending some time in solitude, quiet, introspection, reflection, for many of you, it's helping you. Your higher self is trying to help you to align with your soul's purpose, okay? And it is through the Hermit energy where we find ourselves. Meditation, okay, is also something, because it's going to help you lead you towards your destiny. Okay? There's some of you are being led towards that, and a lot of the negative thinking or pessimistic thinking, self-limiting beliefs, some of you are having a lot of stuff to heal here with the Five of Cups, or a feeling of hopelessness or sadness or grief or pain. Not only is the star healing for you, but it's also your higher self wanting for you right now to be optimistic, to have trust, to have faith that your spirit team is leading you and guiding you on your path. You just need to feel confident enough to take action, right? This is why it's important for you to listen. Many of you have a lot of creative energy here that is blocked, okay? That is blocked. There's karma that you're needing to clear here. Okay, letting go of any self-sabotaging thoughts. You're working on rebuilding here a better version of self. Many of you are being called to start your own businesses, to become entrepreneurs, to follow your intuition. Okay, let's see what else we can get for you, pile number one. What does your higher self want for you right now? What does pile one's higher self want for them right now? The starseed. Okay, so many of you could resonate as starseeds, and if that is the case, this is your higher self trying to get you to remember why you're here. Why is that important? Because if you're a starseed, you have a mission. right? You have a mission here. It's like your higher self is like, wake up, wake up. Remember who you are. You have a mission. Don't forget the mission, right? Trying to get you on track. Okay. Let's see. What does your higher self want for you right now? Pile number 1. What is this? Grind. Grind. Maybe this is about putting in work, energy towards something. Maybe about something about your doing. Maybe for those of you, if, I don't know, we've got grind here. It's making me think about work. Work that you're doing. Work that you're meant to do. What does your higher self want? In between. The in between. This reminds me of that movie. What is the movie? Is it Inception? I don't remember if that's the right word or not. It's with, is it Keanu Reeves? I can't remember if that's the right name of it or not. But it's like where what are they like? I can't even remember the movie. It's like they're traveling. Is it time traveling? But look at how it's like this. The world is there. I think it's Inception. I'm not sure. But this reminds me of that. Okay, so in between here with the message. In between. This makes me feel for some of you, because of the listening here, your intuition, you're being guided to pay attention to your dreams. This is making me feel like your higher self is wanting for you to kind of maintain that balance here between the physical world and the spiritual world, the spiritual self. Like you're not ignoring, because we have to remember that we are spiritual beings that are having a human experience, right? We're here to learn, we're here to, and many of you that are starseeds here, I feel like it's like because looking at this bird in the sky, to me, this is also about perspective. You're seeing something from a higher perspective, but also you're meant to kind of navigate between the worlds, like between physical 3D, 4D reality and the spirit realm. You know, higher level of thinking. I mean, some of you, quite literally, the in-between can be symbolic of you being in a space of some type of change or transition from the old chapter of life into the new version of you, right? The new version of you, the empowered version, because the King of Wands is the master of the Wands energy, the Wand suit. And the Wands are about our spiritual energy. Okay? They're about our creative energy, our limitless, endless potential that we have within us. We have befriend. So maybe for some of you, there are certain important people that are coming into your life. You're needing to be open to meeting and connecting with people, collaborating. Because if you are a starseed, right, you have star family out there. The door to love. Door to love. And I like that because with love, this is you opening up to this vibration. That's the energy of love is a very high frequency. Okay? So many of you that have to heal from stuff, right? That could definitely be something that's helping you to open up to love and to kind of embracing that energy of love. Unconditional love. At the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing secrets here. And look at this Egyptian pyramid, the eyes that are here, the scarab. This is maybe rebirth for some of you. Maybe some of you have past lives. Look at that. As I said that, rebirth is right underneath that. Crazy. Okay. So maybe this is you needing to tap into, I don't know why. I'm just looking at the top of this pyramid here. Not only to me is this past life, but starseed energy here. Your star family could have also been connecting in with Egyptian times, or even sending messages at that time. It makes me feel like you are a very old soul. A very old soul. It's kind of like your higher self is wanting for you, maybe even to explore your past lives, to tap into your intuition, to access this information or even knowledge. It's making me feel like very Akashic records. Remembering who you are. Rebirth. Maybe for some of your mission is learning about love, or love in general. What else do I want to add into this? Secrets. Tapping into ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge. Yeah, I'm feeling maybe some of you have some past lives in Egypt here. Starseeds nonetheless. Let's see what else. Pile number 1. What does your higher self want for you right now? What does your higher self want for you right now? Pile number 1. Solar plexus. The solar plexus is helping you with your confidence. Definitely something that's needed for this King of Wands energy. Okay, your power. Your higher self is wanting for you right now to focus on your power, channeling into your power, finding your power, embracing your power. Journey of solitude, okay? So, again, 8 of Cups energy. This is us setting out on that journey, right? The 8 of Cups leads into the energy of the Hermit. Time alone, time to reflect, time to think, right? Find ourselves, right? We did see the Hermit underneath. Where is it at? There's your 9 of Swords, your messages that are coming through your dreams, the clarity surrounding you finding your purpose. Because like I said, if those of you that do resonate as starseeds, like I said, it's like your higher self is trying to like help you to activate. Your star family could be trying to get you to be activated, right? Like, let's go. Let's go, pile 1. Let's not forget what the mission is here, right? So in order for us to find those answers that we seek, we have to spend some time alone. We have to spend some time meditating, walking out in nature, connecting to our higher self, discovering ourselves, who we are. And that journey of solitude can often lead us to a place where we're doing a lot of inner child healing. We're doing shadow work. We're discovering what our talents are, our hobbies, our skills. You're remembering who you are in your past lives, maybe even certain things that you are meant to heal in this lifetime, certain things that you are meant to accomplish within this lifetime. I'm saying inner child at the bottom. What does your higher self want for you? And with your inner child, right, with you healing and uncovering the true self, it is your inner child, right? Before all the things that you go through in life, ultimately you're going back to your true authentic self, which is your inner child. Okay? That only knows love. Right? Love. Let's see. What does your higher self want for you right now? Pile number 1. The crown chakra. The crown chakra is our connection to source. Okay? God, spirit, universe, star family, however you resonate, okay? So working on healing, clearing blockages within the crown, okay? Meditation may be something that does help. Healing could be something that helps to remove a lot of these blockages that are here as well. But that can also be you doing little meditations they have on YouTube, listening to sound bowls, listening to certain frequencies to help you to be able to clear and remove any blockages in the crown chakra as well. So that you can hear your spirit guides, right? Because if we have a crown chakra that's blocked, we are not able to hear spirit. We're not able to get those messages. Okay? Let's see what else. Let's get one last message for you, pile one. What does your higher self want for you right now? Transformation. Okay. And on the right path. Okay? That's an important message for some of you. Okay? Especially if your intuition is telling you, let this go. Trust it. Okay? Trust it. Maybe for somebody, there are some changes that are needed, right? In order to direct you on the right path. Okay? So that is all that I have for you, pile number one. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, pile two. So those of you that resonate with the destruction card, we have this dragon that looks like it is destroying this little village here or something. But in a way, I kind of seen this as symbolic of you breaking something down. Okay, it kind of reminds me of like tower energy. There's something that needs to be broken down, released, cleared. That can be symbolic for many different things. It could be destruction of the old self, destruction of beliefs, letting certain things go. It really definitely is a call for change or some type of transformation. Okay, which is what we're asking today. What does your higher self want for you? Okay, so let's see what comes through for you, pile two. What does your higher self want for you right now? Some kind of destruction. Let's see what maybe it's about. What does your higher self want for you right now, pile two? We have strength in reverse. Five of Pentacles. Two of Cups. In reverse. I'm just going to say, some of you, this could be about a relationship that is unbalanced, okay? One that lacks harmony in the connection. It could be a one-sided relationship. One that is not meeting your needs. One that, I mean, some of you could have been ghosted by someone, abandoned by a partner, or just generally feeling like your needs are not being met. There is an unstable relationship here. It could even be a friendship, okay, or a business partnership. Some type of unstable energy here. The Strength card is in reverse, okay? This can also be fears that need to be released. Maybe for somebody that are in that type of relationship situation where you know a connection is not serving you, you can let go of your fear surrounding releasing a relationship, releasing the fear of loss of a relationship, especially if it means that it's about you letting go of that person, okay? The other thing that I'm seeing here is if you are someone who is holding on to a relationship in which someone is not giving you what you are deserving of, or even if it's a job that is not giving you what you're deserving of in terms of money. The Strength card in reverse can be, I mean, the Strength energy is about the ego, okay? So when Strength is in the upright, this is talking about us having a good amount of self-control to where we're not allowing the ego's desires to control us. We're in control of it, right? When Strength is in reverse, this can also be talking about when we are allowing the desires of the ego to get out of control, right? So let's just say you are someone who is in a relationship or a connection with somebody and you know it's not balanced, you know it's one-sided, or the person's not giving you what you need, but you fear loss. You fear letting them go. There's attachment that's there. That could be a desire of the ego. The ego wants to hold on to something, right? That spirit is trying to move away from us or pull off of our path. So this could be your higher self, for those of you that it is the situation that your higher self is wanting for you right now, is to let go of the fears that you have of loss of a relationship or a connection that is not giving you what you're deserving of. Okay? Some of you, it could be surrounding letting go of fears that you might have about doing something in your life, right? This is about releasing any lack mentality, scarcity mindset. The Two of Cups in reverse can also be an imbalance within your own energy, right? It can be that there is a disconnect between you and your higher self. So let's see what else is coming through here. What does your higher self want for you right now? Pile 2. 5 of Cups. Some of you, this is feelings of grief or pain or loss, disappointment, sadness. I mean, it could even be regrets. The 5 of Cups is a feeling of hopelessness. Okay, if we've lost something, if we're grieving the loss of a relationship, that your higher self is wanting you to work towards releasing these feelings and these emotions. And these are pretty heavy with the 5 of Cups, right? If you are someone who's gone through like a really bad breakup or separation or whatever the situation is, the 5 of Cups can make us feel depressed and sad and hopeless, right? But the message with the 5 of Cups is basically telling us that even though all seems lost right now, there is still the possibility of you having and finding happiness after this, okay? Whatever it is that you're going through, what does your higher self want for you? The 5, look at all the 5s here. There's some really challenging energy, pile 2. The 5 of Swords is a feeling of defeat. It can also be when we feel like a victim. Okay? Someone has hurt us. Someone has done something, taken some kind of action, said something to us. Cruel. Someone's been cruel to us, unkind. The 5 of Swords can also talk about us feeling defeated. It can also be self-sabotage. Okay, so as this dragon is kind of breathing its fiery breath, just kind of like destroying things, this, in a way, I kind of see this as your higher self wanting you to just be done with this energy. Right? Of course, easier said than done, right? It's not easy for us to get ourselves out of this, but it's something that your higher self is wanting you to shift your focus towards, no matter what it is that you're going through. Okay, love, job, feeling lost on your path, whatever it is, this is Spirit wanting you to just kind of maybe work on your confidence, work on your self-esteem, learning how to get your emotions under control, right? Because this, to me, especially with Strength in reverse, right? Remember, I said we're in control here with Strength in the upright. When it's in reverse, we're not doing such a good job here, right? This is when we allow all of those feelings and emotions and rage and anger and pain and sadness to just kind of get out of control. It's controlling us versus us being in control of it. So 5 of Cups, yeah, that could definitely be letting feelings of pain and sadness just kind of like take over our whole life, right? Grief, loss, this feeling here of abandonment or being ghosted, or it could be childhood wounds. It could be anything that is causing an imbalance, maybe even within your own energy, or this is a situation outside of you that is affecting you, that your higher self is wanting you to bring awareness to, okay, to help you to heal. So let's see what else. We've got the 4 of Wands. I like that because we're moving away from this energy, right? Destroying it, getting rid of it, setting fire to it. And we're moving into this energy of the 4 of Wands, which is stability. It is harmony. Okay? Let's see what else. What does your higher self want for you? Pile 2. Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is planting the seed for something new. something new. And look at how she's kind of reading a book here. Maybe she's learning a new project or something here. I don't know. Let's see. What does your higher self want for you right now? Right? Especially if you are kind of like caught up in a victim mentality or feeling defeated, feeling like your emotional needs are not being met, or physical needs, or basic needs, right? Love, shelter, money, things of that nature. The Chariot energy is basically your higher self wanting for you is to have the willpower, the determination, the focus of bringing your energy into balance towards success, wherever this is that you're wanting that in your life, right? And it's about not just wanting success just with love life and ignoring the rest of your life. This is overall. This is your ability to balance out your energies here, okay? And being able to set your intention and focus on moving forward. Maybe for some of you, it is moving on from a relationship, okay? So let's see. What does your higher self want for you right now? Pile number 2, the Moon. Some of you, this could be a lot of suppressed feelings and emotions that you have that need to be brought to the surface. Some of you, it can even be certain fears that you have, doubts that you have, uncertainty that you have, that you feel within your life about moving forward with a new job or a new project or a new idea that you have. And this is, in a way, your higher self wanting you to face your fears. Okay? Face the fears, right? Because that's what we got here, right? Strength in reverse, that's fear. That is lacking courage. That is lacking confidence. That is allowing the ego, right, to take control till it just kind of like derails us. What does your higher self want for you right now? The Emperor. I love that because look at this. This is stability. This is structure. This is your higher self wanting you to get yourself to a place where you feel like you have a firm, strong, solid foundation, right? This is not stable. 2 of Cups, unbalanced. 5s, all the 5s in the tarot, right? This is about changes that have to be made. Your higher self wanting you to make changes, to face fears, to find balance within inside of yourself, to build and set yourself upon a strong, solid foundation so that you are able to build the rest of your life upon that. You feel better inside of yourself, right? Maybe for some of you, this is working on your masculine energy. This is you being more disciplined, being more grounded, being more focused, looking at situations in your life from a higher perspective of thinking. Okay, higher perspective. Okay, so let's see what's at the bottom. 3 of Wands. So 3 of Wands is about future. This is foresight. This is thinking ahead, planning ahead. This is envisioning yourself maybe in a place of success, of victory, of being able to overcome things. Right? Taking that first step into a new direction, one that is stable. This can also be about strategy, planning something, planning of action, right? With the Emperor energy. The masculine is about action, getting things done. Okay? This sitting in this energy here isn't going to help us, right? It's not going to help us to get our goals or the things that we want, the things that we desire in life, right? It's going to keep us stuck right there. So your higher self is basically, like I said, lighting fire to it, getting rid of it, clearing it, healing it, whatever you need to do, right? If that means you're getting to work and you're working on your level of confidence, you're working on your self-esteem, you're healing abandonment wounds, you're healing scarcity, poverty, consciousness, mindset, you're healing deeply suppressed feelings and emotions, feelings of hopelessness, depression, you're getting the help that you need. Right? In order to restore balance within inside of you. And planting the seed for something new, and away you go. Pile 2. You're focusing on the future, something that is calm, something that is stable, something that feels like a celebration here with the Four of Wands, because you've been able to overcome this. Okay? Let's see. What does your higher self want for you right now? Pile 2. What does your higher self want for you right now? Longing. This is longing. That's what the Three of Wands is here too. Longing for something, waiting for something. I will say, those of you that have had a breakup from someone, and that person is no longer in your life, no longer giving you the time, the energy, and you are stuck like that, right? That may also be something that you need to release. Okay? The attachment, the waiting and waiting and waiting for someone. Like if you're waiting for a person to call you and it's been 2 years, right? That could be your higher self saying, it's time to move on. It's time for us to heal. It's time for us to move past this. Okay? For others of you where this has nothing to do with love, your higher self is wanting you to pay attention to where your soul is calling you. What your heart longs for, what your heart desires. What does your higher self want for you right now? Pile 2. The struggle. The struggle. Maybe some of you feel like you are struggling right now. You feel stuck. Animal. Some of you, I feel like your higher self, maybe some of you have like an animal surrounding you, or you're seeing an animal spirit a lot. I feel like your higher self is wanting you to pay attention to the animal spirits surrounding you, or even to know that some of you might have an animal around you who is there in service to guide you. Okay? To support you, to protect you, to love you. What does your higher self want for you right now? Rebirth. Okay? That is transformation. That is change. What does your higher self want for you right now? Pile 2. Imagination. To me, this is about you dreaming, tapping into your dreams. Whatever this is that you imagine, right? Releasing things that no longer serve you. We have help at the bottom. Look at how she's got her hand held out like that. Like she's ready to help. She's ready to assist. Maybe for some of you, if you are feeling depressed or sad or going through something here, this is your higher self wanting you, like I said earlier, to ask for help. Maybe it's a mentor. Maybe it's a therapist. Maybe it is a friend. Maybe it is you asking your spirit guides for help, your higher self, and being open to that, because the ways in which spirit communicates with us is going to be through nature, through numbers, through synchronicity, through serendipitous meetings and connections with people, random strangers that come in and say something to us that kind of gets that light bulb going in our mind with like, wow, I had this question on my mind and I asked my spirit guides yesterday for a sign, and in comes this stranger who's standing behind you in the grocery store that just says something to you and you're just like, okay. Like, that answered my question. Let's see here. What does your higher self want for you right now? Wants to help. Your higher self could be trying to help you, to offer you help. We have endings and beginnings. So some of you, this is certain things that you need to look at in your life that need to come to an end. In order for you to create a new beginning, we have creating your dreams. Invoking the divine, which means asking for help. Ask your spirit team for help, but be open to receiving that help, right? Sometimes we can, especially if we're feeling a little bit intuitively blocked, We ask our spirit guides for help, ask our ancestors, spirit team, higher self, please help me. But then we're closed off to the messages, right? Spirit could be giving us the message through our dreams, through numbers, through synchronicity, through people coming into our life, through us hearing something on the radio, on TV. The messages are always there, through nature, through animals, through the weather, through everything. It's just a need for us to pay attention, right? Pay attention. So let's see here. What does your higher self want for you right now, pile 2? Your energetic responsibility. Okay. Now this is more or less when we have to understand that, yes, we do go through some challenging situations. But if we choose, especially if the lesson that we go through or the situation that we're going through, the experience in our life is particularly painful, challenging, we have to know that it is our energetic responsibility to heal, to, do whatever it is that we need to do for ourselves, to put ourselves first, and also take a look at the certain people that we have in our life, right? Like, let's just say this is about a love situation and there is a partner that you let come in your life, in and out, and this person is constantly hurting you, right? That you are responsible enough to know, to take accountability, right? For keeping yourself in that situation. Allowing that person to hurt you time and time again. Or at a job where your boss is being mean to you and the people, the coworkers are awful to you, right? And then you keep complaining or saying over and over again, my life is horrible and I hate this job and I don't want to, all these things, right? But we have to be able to take responsibility for the energy that we are involved in, that we are a part of, that we are taking an awareness of who we allow into our life, of what types of energies they're bringing around us. Maybe this is learning how to set some boundaries, how to say no, right? So this is you understanding that you are in control here of yourself, of your energy. And if you are someone who does need help, if you have a tendency to self-sabotage, know that it is your responsibility to work on healing those things, right? And that could literally be, like I said, asking for help, right? Maybe a friend who you admire or who always gives good advice and guidance, or maybe it's professional help and you go to a therapist or you work with a mentor, a life coach, or somebody who's going to be able to give you the skills so that you can unlearn some of those bad habits or coping, right, mechanisms that we might have, right? But we learn, okay, I'm responsible. I take accountability. Yes, I shouldn't have let myself in that situation for so long because now it's making me feel sad. Now it's making me feel depressed. But you can acknowledge, right, where you are responsible for your own energy. Okay? Let's see what else. What does your higher self want for you? Unconditional love, which is beautiful. Okay? Beautiful. Your higher self wanting unconditional love for you. But guess what we have underneath that? Detachment. Okay? So some of you, quite literally, this can be a need for detaching from someone, something. Epiphany underneath that. So maybe for some of you, it's having some type of huge wake-up call, realization of someone or something you're needing to detach from. Knowing that it is, right, your energetic responsibility if you decide to keep yourself in that situation. Adding to pain or misery or any other uncomfortable feeling or emotion that you have attached to that situation or that person. So your higher self, again, destruction here, right? all of these things that are not in alignment for you at this time in your life, even if it's a way of thinking, you could be detaching from the old self even, right? Going through your rebirth. Detaching from the old version of self. Detaching from the old way of thinking, the old way of doing, a toxic person who's in your life. Okay? So whatever that means for you. But this is how you, with the epiphany here, you having that light bulb moment, that wake up call, I am responsible for my energy, right? I choose to feel love. I choose to feel free. I choose to feel abundant. I choose to feel worthy. Whatever these things are for yourself, right? We're releasing and detaching from pain and sadness and defeat and resentment and anger and jealousy and sabotage and all of these other things. Okay? So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 2. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonated with the divine timing card and the little Dalmatian Jasper, this is going to be your reading today. So we're finding out, what does your higher self want for you right now? Okay. So I am seeing this picture here that has this woman with a clock right at the center of her chest. And I'm also noticing there's a ton of butterflies around her. So this can be, I don't know, maybe some type of change, transformation. I'm also noticing that right at her third eye here, there is this light that is glowing. So we'll see what this is talking about. Let's pull some tarot. Maybe this is your higher self saying that maybe you are right now. Maybe you are going through a big change or a big transformation. And there's a need for patience or trusting in divine timing as things are changing. We'll see. A second. Is this clock upside down? And okay. What does your higher self want for you right now? The Hangman. I am getting the number 333. Okay, 333. I don't know if maybe you guys are seeing this a lot, or 33, 333. Let's see. What does your higher self want for you right now? Wow, look at this, how these are coming out. The Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups. Okay. Judgment. Okay. This looks like probably a lot of karma here that's being cleared with Judgment. But with the Hangman, this is a change of perspective, a shift in perspective. This is also an energy of surrender, okay, with the Hangman, surrender. Meaning that we're not trying to force things, we're not trying to control the outcomes of certain things. For some of you, this Hangman energy can be symbolic of letting go of certain things, trusting in timing. For some of you, with all of these, like I said, all these butterflies that are here, I'm noticing two beautiful energies, the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups. Some of you, this could be working on your power, your confidence, your self-esteem, your creative energy. Especially with the Page of Cups being here, this could be you tapping into your psychic gifts, your creative gifts. Like I said, she looks like her third eye is glowing here. So maybe even for some of you, this is, you're very intuitive, pile 3. There's a very psychic energy here. I'm feeling with Judgment, this is rebirth for some of you, but this is also karma that you're clearing. So this could be your higher self wanting for you right now is to really take a look at your life as a whole. Maybe even a current cycle that you've been in or something that's come to an end. And for you to take some time to think about what lessons you've learned, right? So that we're not repeating cycles. Because to me, this is kind of like the death to the old self. This is rebirth. This is renewal. This is transformation. This is forgiveness. This is letting go of all of the energetic weight that we're carrying. If it's grief, if it's pain, sadness, resentment, anger, anything that we're holding on to, this gives you that opportunity to let it go so that you have found renewal within inside of yourself to start fresh, new chapter. You learn the lessons from previous, right? For many of you, this can even be clearing karma from previous lifetimes, those of you that believe in that as well. Page of Cups can be a need for focusing on self-love, on nurturing yourself, healing your inner child. Connecting in with your inner child may also be something that your higher self wants for you right now. Let's see what else. What does your higher self want for you right now? Pile 3. The High Priestess. I knew it. There is some very psychic energy that's here. Let's see what else. The Knight of Wands and the King of Wands is coming in right underneath the Queen. That is beautiful. Okay, let's see what else. What does your higher self want for you right now? And this would be with both King and Queen showing up here. I'm getting a couple different messages with that. Some of you, this can be talking about a divine counterpart, okay? If you are, I would say, in separation with a divine counterpart, there's a need for you to surrender to the divine, to divine timing, okay? Other than that, I'm seeing this as your higher self wanting you to find this balance and this power within your energy. Like you to fully step into seeing and remembering who you are. Who you are. What does your higher self want for you right now? The Moon. I feel like the Moon has come out in every pile. The Moon and the World. Yeah, some of you might have a lot of suppressed or even repressed feelings, emotions, fears, insecurities, doubts, things that you're needing to release here, things that you're needing to purge and clear. This is, like I said, for many of you, a major cycle that your higher self is wanting you right now is to really kind of focus on clearing this karma, clearing this energy. Some of you could be clearing past life karma here. We've got the Three of Pentacles at the bottom, Five of Swords, Page of Wands. Like your higher self is wanting you to focus on a new beginning for yourself, letting go of any past feelings of defeat and loss and self-sabotage, and really working towards building something. Which is funny because I was saying 333 earlier, and that we have the Three of Pentacles here. The threes in the tarot, they all connect into the Empress, okay? Which is love, which is, the threes in the tarot can also talk about community, right? The Three of Pentacles is community. this is laying the groundwork for a solid foundation, right? So if you're releasing things here from your past, this is karma, learning lessons, going through a rebirth process. You are then kind of closing a cycle here and then working towards rebuilding. I mean, this could even be surrounding yourself with good people, with friends, with a community of people, aligning with the community. Some of you could be waiting for like your soul tribe to come in, your soul family, people that are like-minded. I'm kind of curious with what is in this Judgment card. The Two of Cups. Some of this is a past relationship. Why is Judgment here? Ooh, that's a toxic relationship, or an attachment to a relationship that you need to release and let go of, okay? The Devil can talk about an unhealthy attachment, obsession, codependency. That you might have. And so I can see with divine timing here and the need for surrender. Like I said, some of you, if this is a past partner that you've been in, some of you, it might even be a relationship where a person was non-committal, okay, that you need to release and let go of. So that won't be for all of you, but that I am seeing maybe if you're in a situation with a person in which they're non-committal towards you, they're not putting an effort to being in a solid, committed relationship, there's a need for you to really take some time to think about what lessons you've learned with that connection, with that relationship, so that you can release it and let it go. Because this could be a cycle that intuitively you know you should end it. Okay? Intuitively you know you should end it. And that can be something that your higher self is trying to bring to your attention. Now, others of you, I feel like many of you could have some energy here of needing to, because we are seeing balance here with both the Queen and King of Wands, both the masculine and the feminine energy within you. And we can look at that Two of Cups as both, again, that feminine and masculine. But with the Devil energy being here, it makes me feel like the energy is stuck or blocked, or there was something here, which the Devil energy, again, it could be codependency, attachment, obsession, addictions, fear, insecurities, anything that is making us feel stuck, trapped, bound, oppressed, within your energy. So it can be something that is blocking you from finding union within inside of yourself. Okay? And that could be releasing self-limiting beliefs. It could be anything that you know that you have to release and let go of. That old version of self. Okay? And your higher self wanting you to focus on stepping into your power, like I said earlier. Okay? So let's see here, pile number 3. Many of you could have also been kind of stuck in a place of stagnancy in your life. Okay? Stagnant energy. And it's like your higher self is wanting for you to start making moves, start making some changes and taking action. What does pile 3's higher self want for them right now, Spirit? Some of you might even be in a connection that is only about lust. That is something that is not serving that you should, right? Doesn't mean we're going to listen, but it could be something that the Spirit is, your higher self is trying to guide you elsewhere. Okay, so we have in between here. What does your higher self want for you right now? And I feel for many of you, you might be in the middle, right, of some type of big change or transformation. Many of you are kind of being called towards a higher timeline. Okay, a higher timeline, higher version of self. We're dismantling the ego. Okay, dismantling the ego. Many of you, your higher self is kind of wanting you at this time to really dream and dream big, because there's some changes that you're either going through or some changes that will be happening. And your higher self is wanting you to pay attention to those opportunities that are coming in for you to create your dreams, to manifest change into your life. Okay? But we have to let go of the ego's desires of certain things that we're holding on to that we know are not good for us. Certain people, certain relationships. The devil is also the ego. Okay? So many of you, this could be your higher self wanting for you right now is to let go of, which is, you know, it takes practice, but this is the whole dismantling the ego here. And working on your spiritual self, right? Let's see what else. What does your higher self want for you right now? Pile 3. Raising your vibration, okay? Your higher self wants you to work on raising your vibration, which could be really working on your ego. Working on any fears, insecurities, toxic patterns of behaviors you might have. Because that could definitely be something that blocks out your intuition, right? So raising your vibration. What does your higher self want for you right now? Detachment. So some of you are needing to let something or someone or something go here. You already know probably intuitively what it is. Okay, we've got endings and beginnings. So some of you needing to end something in order to allow for new beginnings. We have divine intervention. Okay, now when divine intervention happens, this is something that is outside of our control, right? This is kind of like, I don't know, job loss. Let's just say you lose a job. You get fired, you get laid off. And it is because this is something that is no longer in alignment for us, right? A relationship that suddenly ends and we feel sad about it and we're trying to hold on to it, but we're not seeing that the divine has intervened. There's a need for surrender here, right? With the hangman. So those of you are trying to hold on to someone even though they've been removed and you're trying to cling on and hold on, there's something here that has to come to an end. Okay, whether it's a job, a relationship, this is trusting in timing, trusting in the changes, trusting that everything that is happening in your life at this time is happening for your highest good, even though sometimes it doesn't feel that way, right? Because we could be stuck in that in-between process where we are going through so much loss. We lose our job, we lose the relationship, we lose this, we lose that, we lose, it's just like, why does it feel like my whole life is falling apart? Right? We feel like that. We feel stuck in the in-between. Like, okay, why is spirit taking all of this stuff away? Am I just meant to stay here and just suffer and be like miserable? Like, why? So the in-between to me is like you being in that place of needing to trust that your higher self is trying to tell you, we're removing everything out of your life at this time that is not in alignment. And that may include going through a spiritual awakening for some of you, right? That could be a huge wake-up call, this huge shift that you go through to dismantle the ego, to raise your vibration away from that energy of the devil, right? That has been blocking out your intuition, that has been clouding your judgment, having you stuck in a phase in your life where you've been stuck in fear and limitations and all of these things that you have to trust your higher self wanting you to trust in divine intervention. Because even during those times when we feel like our whole world is flipped upside down, trust that things are falling apart so they could fall together, so that they could direct you towards where you're ultimately meant to be, where your destiny is calling to you, okay? And that old version of self cannot come with you. That relationship that you're in that maybe is no longer served with you can't come with you to this new vibration. Can't come with you to that new frequency. Can't come with you to that new timeline. It does not fit. It does not match. So we have to trust that divine intervention and trust the changes and the opportunities that Spirit is bringing for us. Right? That old version of yourself doesn't fit this new timeline. It's time to go. It's time to dismantle. It's time to change. It's time to transform. So even though it might feel like crap as you're in this in-between space, trust that Spirit is trying to help you to see, right? And the way that I love this card, because look at this, it looks like this big solar energy that's here. And when I'm looking at this energy, this looks like a vibration. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks like this vibration here that is kind of calling this burden to this frequency that you guys are coming into. And it's like you may feel like your new life hasn't fully manifested yet, that it's like this awkward space of all this stuff is coming to an end and I feel alone, I feel lost, like what am I supposed to do here in this space, right? This is really calling for you, pile number 3, to trust, to have faith, to believe in yourself, in your power. And that's why I feel like very important for you at this time to fully be and allowing the universe to lead you, allowing your higher self to guide you, and stop trying to control or force certain things to happen that are not meant for you. Right? This because the hangman, not only is it about surrender and letting go and a change or a shift of perspective, that is enlightenment. That is insight. That is awareness. That is us having, once you have this epiphany, this realization, there is no going back. Right? There's no going back. Once you're working on changing this vibration, releasing and coming into this new timeline, you can't go backwards. Right? Spirit and your higher self is trying to lead you into this new energy. Okay? And it requires you to let go of things. And we have to trust that process, even though, yes, it can be challenging and painful sometimes with all the changes that are taking place. And we're just like, what is happening? Why is everything falling apart? Right? Say that in your mind to yourself. It's falling apart so it can fall together. Right? Trusting and knowing that the universe has your back, divine intervention taking place, universe stepping in to provide you those new opportunities that'll bring about wish fulfillment for you. The things that you desire you, pile 3. Okay? Acceptance. Stress and negativity, right? This could be looking at the sources of your stress and negativity, taking some time to think about that, right? Soul lessons that you've learned, the inner child. This is now a time for focus, discipline. Many of you could be needing to work on the root chakra, grounding yourself, moving into an energy of oneness, right? The universe is not against me, right? Your ancestors don't hate you, right? This is you moving into an energy of oneness, connection with source, God, universe, and connecting with that source within inside of you, God living inside of you, Spirit living inside of you, right? Not outside of you. It's about you remembering who you are and finding source connection to all within you, accepting situations for what they are. We cannot change the past. We can't go back. We can't redo things, right? We can accept what has happened. What we've went through is what we went through. We own it. We grieve over it. We release anger, resentment, all of these things that we let go of. And we are accepting of those changes, right? Whatever it is that takes place within our life, right? Some more difficult than others. But yes, this is you moving into an energy of oneness, having faith, belief that you can overcome adversity and moving away from the period or this place of duality, right? And into oneness, right? You are not separate from the divine. This is about you seeing the divinity within inside of yourself, pile 3. And that may mean you spending time alone, healing, introspection, right? All of the shadow work and the inner child healing. Okay? Spirit giving you, your higher self leading you towards your wishes, your dreams. Pay attention. Look at all those birds flying in the sky. Okay? This is what your higher self is trying to get you to. So yes, we're closing cycles here, pile 3. Right? We're done with the old version of self. We're bringing in the new. Right? This is you in your power. Masculine, feminine, in balance. Okay? So trust the timing. Trust the changes. You're moving into a beautiful energy. Okay? Embrace this in-between. Embrace the in-between. So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.